We have here verse 10 of the 14th chapter, Gospel of John. Jesus has just given a bit of a rebuke to Philip, who had raised the question, or at least made the request, that Jesus would display the Father to them. And of course, what Jesus has said in effect is that if you've seen Jesus, you've seen the Father. The Father and Christ are so intimately intertwined that to look at Jesus is tantamount to looking at the Father. And then he continues in that same thought here in verse 10. So, the negation before the verb pistues, from pistuo, I believe. This is the second person singular, present active indicative. So, do not believe. But of course, we notice down here it's a question, and so it's going to be framed as, do you not believe? Don't you believe, or don't you understand? Hoti. The conjunction, here it means that. Don't you believe that? Ego, added for emphasis, I. In, preposition, takes the dative. To, dative, singular, masculine article. Patri, from pater, father, the dative singular. So don't you believe that I, in the Father, implied in it is a me, I am. It's not added there, but it's certainly plain enough. So I am in the Father. Kai, the connective, ho pater, same word, now the nominative, singular. And the Father, in, preposition, again, takes the dative as here. Emoi, in emoi, this is the first person pronoun in the dative, so the Father in me, and now the verb is present, esten, third person singular of eimi, I am. So don't you believe, don't you understand that I am in the Father and the Father in me is, which would be the reason why to look at Jesus is the same as to look at the Father. Ta, the neuter, plural, article now, I'll go along with the neuter noun, rhemata, the words. This is in the accusative, so the words, ha, relative pronoun, it's in the accusative as well, so it's referring to the words, that's the antecedent of the pronoun the words, which, and then ego, again for emphasis, ego, lego, I say, the words which I say, emphasis on I, humen, the second person, dative plural pronoun, so the words which I say to you, and then ap, from, takes the genitive, emautu, the reflexive pronoun, the words that I say to you from myself, u lalo, in the negation with laleo, which means I speak. Of course, it's a contract verb, so when we find it in the text, it's contracted to lalo. So I do not speak of myself. The words that I'm speaking even now, these very words that I'm addressing to you, Philip, are not coming from myself as opposed to or in distinction from the Father. And then it continues, ho, the article, nominative, singular, masculine, but the pater, the Father in me, same idea, the preposition with the dative singular pronoun, the Father in me, menon, menon from meno, I remain. This is the participle, so the article is going to go along with the participle, the remaining in me. Father is the idea. This is the present active participle, masculine singular nominative, the remaining in me, Father, poie, from poieo, to make or to do, contract verb, third person singular, present active indicative, he does, so the Father in me dwelling, he does, ta erga, this is the word for works, it's the plural, neuter noun, here's the neuter article with it, autu, he does his works. So the Father who's dwelling in me is doing his works. Interesting little transition, because we've been speaking of words, but now we also incorporate works, and of course that's going to become somewhat important as the conversation unfolds.